right now we are at the Language Lab 2618, and this is in comparison to Warnicke's area. And Warnicke's area is largely responsible for language comprehension. And in the Language Lab, you are usually doing listening activities and comprehending them, hence why they are related.
This room right here is like the occipital lobe because there's always a person watching the camera within this area. And the occipital lobe is the area in which all visual information is processed.
Right now we are in a lunch eating area, and this is in comparison to the hypothalamus, which regulates different bodily needs such as temperature control, hunger, and thirst. And since this is a lunch area, and you eat in here, you're eating and regulating your biological needs, which your hypothalamus controls.
So right now we're next to the assistant principal office at 6000, and the part that is like this assistant principal office is the medulla because it regulates a lot of the unconscious functions such as breathing and heart rate, and no one knows exactly what the assistant principal does, so that's how they're similar. So this is a caution cone right here in the glass commons, and it says wet floor on it, even though it's on a dry floor on carpet, which wouldn't make sense even if it was wet, because no one would slip. And so this is like the left and right hemisphere because they do the opposite of what you think they would. The left hemisphere controls the right part of the body, and the right hemisphere controls the left part of the body.
Oh.
So right now we're in front of the Communications and Fine Arts office, and this is where all the English teachers meet, and this is similar to Pons because Pons are involved in sleep and arousal, and since English is the most boring subject, everyone sleeps.
Right now we are in the Wood Commons, and I am standing in the C-type area. This is relative to Broca's area because rumor has it choir used to sing here. So if you think about it, Broca, which is responsible for speech, and choir, which is an auditory output or a language output of speaking, and so they're related. All right, so hello. Right now we are in front of the student lounge. Welcome to the student lounge. And this is analogous to the limbic system because one of the major functions of the limbic system is emotions, behavior, and control of hormones. So if you have problems with emotions, behavior, or hormone control, you can hang out with students in student lounge and they'll help you out.
So right now we're outside of the link. The link is like the corpus callosum because the corpus callosum links the brains together and sends information between each hemisphere. And it is similar to the link because the link is the space between the two buildings where students or information would travel between.
Right now we are in front of the Student Services Hallway, and this is analogous to the frontal lobe because it is responsible for higher thinking, and one of those responsibilities is being able to recognize consequences, and at Student Services you are dealt consequences.
So right now we're outside of Dr. Feinzimmer's third hour class, but that's irrelevant because what we're using is a ruler, and a ruler is like a hippocampus because it's the only way someone can learn is through pain and punishment, and the hippocampus is involved in learning and memory.
Standing in the middle of the street, and this is analogous to the brainstem because one of the major functions of the brainstem is relaying nervous messages for both sensory and motor systems between the brain and body, which is like the street, which brings us to the school, which is like the brain, and our homes, which is like